I'm one of a.
What's up, freaks and geeks? It's your boy Rick, and I am here to talk about some of the things going on in the pop culture world right now. One of the things I want to talk about is this whole hype going on about Pedro Pascal leaving The Mandalorian. A lot of people think that he left the show altogether, but I don't really think that's the case. I found some information that says otherwise, so we're going to talk about that. Feel free to go check out hashtag Geek, facebook.com/hashtag Geek. Come join the group. It's basically a group on Facebook put together for a lot of us geeks who want to talk geek stuff. So come check it out, be a part of the crowd, and let's talk. If you want to check out this article, I will put the link down in the description box below, but it's also on hashtag Geek, so feel free to go check it out. But right now we're going to talk about this article here on Inverse, which basically says no, Pedro Pascal did not quit The Mandalorian. So, get into that real quick. So basically what it says here, let's see, with The Mandalorian Season 2 finally arriving on Disney Plus in a few weeks, interest in the series is once again peaking, but a simple Google search for The Mandalorian shows all sorts of articles claiming that Din Djarin himself, Pedro Pascal, quit filming halfway through Season 2. And that's what a lot of people are talking about, that he left during the filming of Season 2, but Season 2 was already done filming, so if he left halfway through, what happened? It's a big question. But supposedly he left the show about basically because he was complaining about not being able to show his face and having to wear the helmet the whole time. Showbiz rumors are one of the most prolific forms of entertainment coverage. Yada yada yada. Let's see here. So the rumor is Pedro's departure started with infamous leaker Grace Randolph. Okay, so Grace Randolph covered this originally first, who claimed half of Mando's scenes in Season 2 were filmed by his body double after Pascal complained about not getting to show his face. This doesn't exactly scan with past interviews with one of Pascal's two body and stunt doubles, who said the Mandalorian star is incredibly cooperative. The great thing about him is he's not impressed with himself, quote unquote. After Season 1, he's just an actor, and I mean that in a good way, not the bad way. He likes to learn and he likes to collaborate, and he's very good at it, quote unquote. How could an actor who is explicitly praised for being humble end up walking off set mere months later? So that's the question. So these rumors were substantiated by YouTuber Dictor von Doomcock. That's a mouthful, no pun intended, who claimed Pascal complained to George Lucas himself about not being able to show his face in the series. Even if Pascal had concerns, how likely would it be for a veteran actor like himself to not discuss these concerns with the showrunners, but instead to the former head of the franchise, who now only serves as a figurehead with no real input? So basically, if he really had some trouble or really bitching and moaning about doing the part, why would he go to George Lucas, who really has no control over anything, instead of going to the showrunners? It doesn't make much sense that he would just run to George Lucas and complain about the situation and not specifically talk to the people that are involved in decision making with the show. Which, yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. Meanwhile, Phil Szostak, the creative art manager for Lucasfilm and author of several Star Wars books, tweeted on Saturday that he was given a tour of the Mandalorian set in February, one of the last few months of filming, and was able to say hi to Pedro Pascal. So Pedro was there toward the last couple months of filming. This may seem like minor news at first, but it directly debunks the entire halfway through filming exit rumors. So if this guy was on set toward the end of the season and Pedro was there, then it means Pedro didn't leave halfway through Season 2. And it shows you his Twitter, basically saying as such, if Pedro or if Pascal wants to move his role to audio only, he absolutely could, and it seems like he trusts his body doubles to move as he would, but stoking rumors he's doing so out of some weird jealousy against Baby Yoda without proof is creating drama for drama's sake. I don't know about, jealousy about Baby Yoda. Even though, the whole Baby Yoda thing is kind of blown up and blown way out of proportion. But I don't know where that's coming from. But yes, gossip like this is part of the fandom experience. Where else would we get harebrained theories about Boba Fett's return or Ahsoka's first live action appearance? which I definitely have heard both of those rumors. But of all these theories and rumors, no matter how widely reported or legit they look, are still theories and rumors. So while it's fun wondering if Yaddle could be involved this season, take your fandom news with a grain of salt if it's not backed up by an official source, especially when it's coming from some dark corner of the internet and aimed at a female or non-white star of a major sci-fi property. Ooh, okay, they're being real specific about that one. That's interesting. That was really interesting. So basically, yeah, I mean, what they're saying is, be careful about where you get your information, which I completely understand. I think after all the articles that I've read saying that Pedro Pascal did leave, or Pedro Pascal did walk off the set, or he's no longer Mandalorian, all these things are saying that he's no longer doing the part. This is the only thing I've seen so far that is saying that's not the case. And they're showing evidence as to why that's not the case. Again, you could take this with a grain of salt as well. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, we'll see. I mean, if Pedro didn't want to be on set, he didn't have to be. I mean, to be honest, if he's under the mask all day, he doesn't have to be there. He could literally just do audio only if he really wanted to. It's not like his character even speaks that much anyway either. So to be quite honest, I mean, he really could only do the tiny couple of lines that he has, most of the show, and it wouldn't bother anybody. I mean, the show would still probably be awesome. So, yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much what I came across. I felt like I wanted to share that with everybody, and just kind of put another perspective out there, other than the one that I've been seeing, which is everybody saying that he's gone and he's left and he stormed out and he kind of bitched out and complained about him having to be under the mask, which makes no sense because obviously he had to know when he signed his contract that he was going to be under the mask. He read the script. He knew what he was getting himself into. So it doesn't make any sense for him now to kind of bitch and moan about being under the mask. If that really was the case, then that would really be kind of silly of him and kind of make him look like pretty much like an asshole. So hopefully it's not the case. And like I said, this to me was very interesting because it speaks otherwise. It speaks to that not being the case, where it seems like everything else that I've seen is just kind of everybody throwing fire on or gas on the flame, so to speak. So anyway, we're just gonna leave it there. I felt like I throw that out to you guys. Like I said, feel free to come check us out, facebook.com #geek. Come back and check me out here. Like I said, I'm gonna keep doing more and more stuff, keep putting more and more stuff out. So I'd love for you guys to come out and check me out. Comment section down below. Let's talk more about this. If you got any more information on this, please hit me up and let me know. I want to know. So if you know something and I don't know it, give me the information. If you want to stay elevated, holla at your boy. Come back at me. Check me out. Peace.